today I'm going to show you how I teach my children to love everyone, to love those that might have hurt them by saying mean things or by doing mean things to them, or people who are grumpy and just have negative vibes, to love them, and because that's what God wants us to do. There are different reasons why people might be mean or make fun of you or say mean things to you, and so kind of knowing the reasons or thinking the reasons are kind of helpful. One of the reasons is maybe they just want to be mean. Sometimes they might not want to be mean, or things that they say, they don't think they're going to offend you, or those things are going to hurt you. Another reason is that maybe they're not happy. So, taking that into consideration and maybe having some compassion towards them. Maybe they're just not happy people. And so by putting other people down, they feel better about themselves. Now, here's a Bible verse that we love, and it's perfect about explaining and helping us to know how to love others.
Matthew 5:44. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. Matthew 5:44.
Yes. So here God tells you to do what here?
To love,
Yeah.
bless, do good, and pray for their enemies.
Yes. So what we do is Peter made we get a book. So get any kind of book that has lined papers. The girls actually decorated theirs. Peter didn't want to. Inside you want to put different verses, Bible verses, the one that we just shared, and other verses about love and having compassion for others, and just knowing what God has to say. Sometimes when we're upset or bitter, we forget what God has to say, so it's good to be reminded. So when you open your book, you can read those verses, be reminded, and maybe, the whole point is to have your heart softened. And then you would actually follow and do 4 things. But before you do that, what do? You don't write the person's name. Now, this whole book is not about what they have done to you. It's not about putting another person down. It's not about feeling sorry for yourself. This book is not about that. This book is about showing love, and sometimes it's hard unless you write things down. So this book is about love, not feeling sorry for yourself. So first, what do you do here?
First, for every single letter in that person's name, put a symbol.
Yes. So here we made up a person, person. This is
fictional.
This is not a true story. This is, I didn't want to use theirs. So this is totally fictional. So we named this person what?
Jen.
And so we just put happy faces for Jen for each letter, okay? Because if someone does read it, we don't want them to know who it is, and it's kind of just, we don't want to expose or say who it is. So we want to write, you could do hearts, stars, whatever you want to do, you can, just draw things, yes. Positive things. Now, the first thing you have to do is
think 5 positive things.
Yes,
We wrote down 5 of them, which we write to a fictional character, Jen.
Yes.
She has beautiful hair. She is an organized person. She is always on time. She is smart. She has pretty eyes.
Now, sometimes it's hard to, at first, especially when, this person has done you something, they hurt your feelings, it's hard to think positive things. And so this is a way to soften your heart at first, and also you want to think positive things, because I think it kind of all starts with your heart and also your mind, how you think of this person. So you want to think positive things. Sometimes it's not obvious positive things, so look at their outward appearance, just anything positive that you can write down. That is key for the first step. Now the second step is what, Peter?
Is to say something positive.
Yeah, so you want to say something nice to them. Now these 4 steps that we do, this more applies to people that you see in and out. See people that you come into contact on a regular basis, or every couple of weeks, or every couple of months. It's not someone who you see once and then you don't see again for a long time. And so you would want to write down what you're planning to say. Maybe you don't know what you're going to say, and then opportunity hits or whatever, then you could say something. But for her, what are we going to say to her?
Next time I see her, I will compliment her on
planned out what we're going to do. Because this is an art class, we know that she draws, and she draws really nice, so we're going to tell her, wow, this is great, I love the colors, you know, you did such an amazing job. So we're going to compliment her, and then next to it, we're going to write the date when we accomplish this. Now, the third thing we do is what?
Wow, I think we just created a character.
The third, yes, we did. The third thing we do is we do something.
For the person.
For that person, yes.
And this, for Jen, the fictional character, we pretend we're going to do this. If the teacher asks me to get art supplies from the room, I will offer to get hers.
Yes, so let's say the teacher says, okay everyone, all the students come and get paint or the paint brushes on my desk. You know, you can say, hey Jen, I can get yours, I'm going to go get mine. I don't mind going, you know, going to get yours, to go get yours. And then if she says that's okay, then you can go and get hers. So that's kind of stepping out. Doing is harder than, is hard too. Now the fourth thing you would do is
pray.
Pray. Okay, now this you could do the whole time. You know, you could say this prayer until you're finished with number 3, and then you pray again. You know, praying is really, really important, and it also just softens your heart and lets you forgive and love that person. So here, this is what we said that we could pray about Jen, our fictional person. Now, what would we say?
Lord, please bless
Jen.
Jen.
Yes, bless her.
May she get a good grade in art class. May she inspire others to be organized as she is. May she go far in life.
Yep, and if you don't know what to say, you know, you could just pray and just say, God bless her, bless her, bless her, bless her. You could just keep repeating those words. You know, if you're having a hard time, and, you know, maybe that, just saying bless her over and over and over, maybe that will soften your heart. Yeah, and so these are the 4 steps that we do. It's super important, you know, and, you know, even after you do these four steps, what you would want to do is you would make a heart out of, you know, or something like a heart, or you would say love or forgiven, or my heart is no longer has bitterness or something, and you would want to tape that another paper on top of this. So that way, you know, this is forgotten. You know, you're not going to keep this hurt. You know, you're done with it. So you're going to cover it up, and you've forgotten it, and it's at God's feet, and you're going to try to love this person. And so, yeah. So once you do that, then just move on. And yeah, I hope that this was inspirational. Oh, another thing I wanted to say is that even if you do these steps, it doesn't mean that that person will be nice to you. And so I guess you could keep redoing this over and over if that person keeps hurting you. You know, the main thing is to love others, to bless them, to pray for them, to do good for them. And so you can't, you know, what I tell my kids all the time when they're hurt and upset, you know, we like to kind of concentrate on what that person's doing. Well, they did that, that's not fair, you know, but God's not going to ask us, oh, Jen hurt your feelings by saying this. No, God's going to say, what did you do in response to that? So we have to answer for ourselves. So we don't need to worry about answering for them, for that person who hurt us. So just, you know, love others and, yeah, follow these 4 steps. And I hope they help you and your child. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.